Yeah?
Okay, we're here.
Hey, Benji!
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Benji, you
Yeah, what's
can't
up?
tell me to start the thing when you haven't started the thing!
We're good. We're good. We're here now.
You're a
Hello.
co-conspirator here.
I can't believe this. Hail and well-met travelers. Welcome to Dungeons & Dragons. Here we are.
We're underwater.
We made it.
This is it.
This is what hell looks like.
I'm in it. Or not. I'm kind of gone.
You've been
absorbed.
consumed by Pen, which is technically still a part of hell.
It's like the second circle.
It's all pens.
Merritt's just fucking moving again. I want to die.
Okay.
Merritt on Rotten Tomatoes.
So, last time on Dungeons and Dragons, you guys left mirror room. Oh man, you left the mirror room with your treasure. It's all good. And then you went up an elevator and discovered pretty quickly that that didn't have brakes, and
Got squished.
got a little bit squished. And then, as you were about to leave with treasure in tow, fucking puzzles done, Remy was a traitor and tried to rob all of you.
And we tried to kill him, both of which sort of failed because the NPCs did it instead. But it was pretty cool.
Everyone failed a little bit. Except for the boat.
Except for the boat, the true MVP.
Good job, Nora.
Boat did not fail.
Good job, Boat.
The boat had a temporary accessory in the form of Remy.
He was like one of those mermaids,
Yeah.
but a lot darker. So,
Bleeding.
where we last left off, you were all
We
leaving.
met SpongeBob and PX and
Merritt needs to leave. Nothing's safe. Nowhere. Oh.
shit.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, this
Delta
has
while
done
you're
some
telling us
very
what's happened.
weird things.
Yes, it has. We cursed it ourselves.
Gone.
We have a slight bit of power.
That's too much power. Oh god, this lobby's out of control again.
I'm sorry. I wanted to say that we were under the ocean.
I mean, we're about to be. Technically. I mean, we kind of are already. But then we'll be, like, way deep sea diving again. Not super deep, but, you know.
Hold on,
Submarine.
let me change the music.
I like the elevator music though.
We're no longer in an elevator, though.
I like being in an elevator.
We're not in an
Stay
elevator.
I'm pushing all the buttons.
change it to the boat music.
That, the
I don't have a
elevator's
boat
going
playlist,
down.
unfortunately. I can give us some seaside music. It's just kind of ambient sea sounds.
Please. I was very worried because I looked at the jukebox and it said "We Got Trouble" by Kevin MacLeod. And I'm like, please, that's how I God and Savior, no.
Well, I put on the suspenseful one because I feel like no one's really happy right now, so I didn't want to put the ambient playlist on. Anyway, here we are. It's water time. Motherfucker. So, you all climbed aboard the boat, having retrieved the suit from Remy's corpse and leaving him to die, or actually already just rot, I guess, in the bottom of the ocean. And you quickly escaped last episode, and
We escaped the whole episode.
you escaped the episode. Congratulations, you fucking solved my entire puzzle, I guess. All of them, forever. And, you are now supposedly heading back in the submarine, the Heaven's Bow. And, for the first day back out at sea, none of you see Geo. He is not on the deck. He seems to have locked himself in his room and doesn't come out.
Poor dude.
The general atmosphere among the rest of the crew is also quite solemn. There's a lot less words, even over, meals and such. Carl is slowly recovering. She's quite shocked, kind of, still. She's gotten over the phase of shock. The first day is definitely, she is very jumpy. But she starts feeling better by the end of the day, and,
I give her one of my rocks for comfort.
she takes it.
It's Lisa.
Nurar and, Luce both man the ship now that Remy has died. And, Carl spends most of his time sort of making sure that nothing else was stolen or touched in Remy's time aboard the boat, and shifting through his room and his belongings. And, yeah, the first day is uncomfortable.
Merritt spends a lot of time, like, as I put in the Discord, but just helping even more around the ship wherever he can. Especially with Carl feeling worse.
Yeah,
Recovering,
Carl,
but still feeling worse.
Carl does not work during the rest of the time on the ship. She is injured.
Yeah. He just kind of asks her, like, okay, is there anything else on this list? Yeah, maybe this. Okay, off I go.
Yeah, she helps. She gives you tips and supervises a little bit once she starts feeling better. But yeah, even with healing, her arm there's an injury there that's gonna take a while.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So
Penn is avoiding talking to everybody and doesn't eat meals with everyone, etc.
Reverend seeks Penn out.
Nope. Bad.
I already told you I was gonna do this. Reverence, after Penn doesn't appear at several meals, Reverence goes to find the pen.
I give you Jeremy, by the way.
Can I roll a stealth check?
Pen, I give you Jeremy.
If you can find them.
Yeah, Penn would
this will
not
be contested. Yeah, roll
talk
a
to
stealth
you.
check and Reverence roll investigation.
Yeah, search
Damn
for
it.
that gnome. Hopefully you don't have to search very hard.
They're usually so stealthy.
Oh yeah, you find him.
No!
Penn is down in one of the storage rooms behind a few barrels.
Reverence sits down next to them. She doesn't say anything. First, she just kind of... She makes sure she approaches in such a manner that, like, she's hopefully not going to startle them too much. And she sits.
Careful.
Yeah,
Not quiet,
careful.
but careful.
Penn sees her.
Penn observes this. After just kind of sitting with Penn for a little while, she reaches over and takes her hand. And she says, You're not okay, are you?
He was supposed to be nice. And he wasn't.
Yeah. People do that sometimes, I guess.
I guess.
It's not super great. I don't think anybody was expecting it. Geo certainly seems very caught off guard by the situation. You should come eat with us. I think it would help you feel better.
What if other people aren't nice?
I think about that a lot. because I've been around a lot of not nice people. But if that were to happen, I don't think that anyone we are close to would. But then again, I doubt Gio thought that of Remy either. Um, if it were to happen, everything would end up okay. Just like it will now. But again, I don't think that's something we'll have to deal with.
Hmm.
She pats Ben's knee and just kind of hangs out with them.
They are very quiet.
She's quiet too. Just kind of giving her presence so that Pen's not all alone and stuff. Although if Pen's like, hey, go away, she'll go.
They aren't.
Sit.
+1 friendship.
Reverence will remember this.
Social link went up with Pen.
We did it.
All right. Sweet. Were you saying something, Noah?
Huh? No?
You say them?
I think he just burped.
Yeah, I just. Sorry, I had to put.
Thanks.
I'm sorry.
Important info. Okay.
I was hoping nobody heard it because it was so small.
Ah.
Oopsie.
It's fine. I don't care. So yeah. The next day, you finally see Gio again, who, by the way, you haven't, like, divided up the money or yet anything, because Gio's just been, like, MIA. And finally, you see Gio again at breakfast, and he comes in, and he looks terrible. He looks like he hasn't really slept, and he does not look chipper at all, and he looks at all of you and says, we should talk. I'll be waiting on the deck. And he leaves without eating.
Galen's holding the camera.
Yeah, Reverence like shovels down her food and then goes out onto the deck.
Merritt leaves his food half eaten and just goes.
Yeah,
Aw.
same. No, he just kind of eats a little bit and then goes.
Alright.
Yes.
You all gather on the deck, including the rest of the crew. They all find their way onto the deck. And Gio sort of waits for you all and gestures for you to, like, sit down. It's like, this is fine. And, he takes in a deep breath and just says, sorry for being gone the past day.
It's understandable.
Trails aren't easy,
Reverend shrugs.
unfortunately.
I suppose this is difficult. I've been looking through Remy's things, and there's a lot of evidence and plans that he made to fuck me over, and that was hard. And he looks really uncomfortable. And he says, I want to explain a few things to you about what I make. And he sort of gestures around to the ship and says, I make these things without the intention for war, but I realize there's a capability to them. The suit was never meant for battle. It's meant to keep people alive, but it has the ability for battle, which is exactly why I keep this technology to myself. And he holds a hand out to Luce, and Luce just silently gives him the shotgun. And he sort of holds it for a moment and says, "These weapons were made, I won't lie, with unintention for ill. But I've realized since then this is not something that should ever find its way to armies. This has the ability to do unspeakable damage, and our world isn't ready for this sort of thing. So, first and foremost, I would like to ask all of you to keep what you see between us."
You
The
have my
sugar
word.
gliders don't like that.
Free them. Mary goes, I promise on my name, on my ancestors, I will say nothing.
So serious.
I'll probably
takes
forget
this-
about all this anyway.
Revenge just nods.
Pen nods.
I'll keep this secret with me for my entire life.
Or you'll forget it like me.
Ranger boys with no chill.
Okay. Like,
I will take this to my
And-
grave. Everyone else, yeah, okay.
yeah, sure. Fine.
he like kind of bows his head.
I
Oh,
said
God.
you have my word, and then when you guys started saying the other things, they're like, I'll probably forget this anyway.
Geo nods in appreciation to all of you and says, this, I am unfortunately positive that this technology will eventually reach the masses. It's inevitable. I'm sure, if not now, then in the future, someone will invent something similar, discover the unfortunate things that fire can do, and create these weapons of mass destruction. But I refuse to let that someone be me. So these will die with me. And I am sorry for having to give this burden onto all of you, even if it is just knowledge.
As knowledge is often, well, as it often is.
He nods. Some of my less destructive technology and inventions, I do wish to see someday in others' hands, this ship, this suit, but I have difficulty signing such things over, knowing that they have the capability to kill others and to cause pain. So, for now, even if someone else is doing the exact same thing I am somewhere else, this is my secret and my cross to bear. And he hands the shotgun back to Luce, who just takes it and kind of holds it awkwardly.
Probably.
And Geo turns back to all of you and says, Remy knew all of this. He knew that I never wanted these things to be cause of war or pain, and he still betrayed me, and I don't regret killing him, which is a little scary. And he looks like really uncomfortable now, like he's wringing his hands and is just like avoiding all eye contact. But I believe I did what I had to do, and that's maybe arguable, but
It was your justice to carry out. The betrayal, his lust for whatever money, power he might have been trying to go for by betraying you. That was his mistake.
Reverend says, if you hadn't killed him, one of us would. So,
I would have.
I would have.
that is maybe comforting. I don't know.
Some of us are a little more easy to anger than you, I suppose, or easier to
Violent.
come.
The word
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want is violent.
It's not a word I like using for myself, but it is the one.
I simply do not feel I have the right to judge a human life, or any life for that matter, despite what he did and the transgressions he did against me and my friends.
Look at you fucking lawful good.
Is
However, I've realized there's not really a way for me to come clean to any authority without turning in a lot of hard work and death. So this again will most likely be a secret that I take to my grave. And he looks distant.
I carefully go over and pat his shoulder.
He doesn't react.
Okay. I didn't want to scare him.
Nonetheless, I am deeply sorry for you having to deal with this whole situation. It is my problem ultimately, and it, I suppose, was unprofessional, but I, again, couldn't have predicted it.
Reference, like, when he says unprofessional, she kind of makes a face and says, "You hired us for kind of whatever.
you
know,
hired us to
you paid
protect
us to
the
be here."
expedition.
I suppose.
It's just the unfortunate thing is betrayal comes with unseen horrors. It's hard to find the terrifying things when they're disguised as friends. It's harder
I-
to fight.
I know. I have your money, please. I will pay you extra. I feel terrible for trapping you all on this boat with me and this betrayer. Please
You need to
take
pay
the
me
money.
extra.
You, while the particularly exploding ones you will not do, you still invent. Perhaps these ships where they're a little more non-violent or other such things.
I feel it is my unfortunate curse that I must invent, so yes.
Keep my extra cut. Make more peaceful, better things for the world.
I'm trying.
I believe you can.
I believe in you, bud. Out of character.
Yeah.
Out of character. Very much want to hug Geo.
Yeah.
Does you know we love him?
Does he know?
Like we say that every once in a while, but does he know?
Does he know?
Actually, Noah gets up and hugs Geo.
Aw.
Says, "Look, Geo, shit happens. We knew what we were getting into. And
Did
they're
you?
I mean, yeah.
We knew we were
But
getting into
not
some
the-
shit.
We knew we were going to get in some shit, yes.
Discount some
Maybe not
shit.
that shit, but shit nonetheless.
Reverence
Please,
is
my
nodding
cat.
along sagely.
He cracks a smile for the first time and laughs a little.
Noah pats him on the back.
Thanks. I guess. Nonetheless, what I really wanted to say was you all have helped me immensely, and if you won't take the extra money, I am more than willing to offer a ride whenever you wish. This boat, as you know, travels beneath the sea quickly, but it also travels through the air.
What?
We have our own mode of transport now.
Fuck yeah.
Reverence
We
just
have our
goes,
crit-
This thing is nuts.
We have our quick travel now. We've unlocked quick travel.
Gio, to me that sounds like a wonderful idea. It'd give us a chance to catch up from time to time too.
Reverence goes, I mean, I'll take the money. She at least has the decency to look a little bit sheepish.
No one looks at you like, really?
She raises her eyebrows. Yeah, she does the equivalent of raising her eyebrows at you.
He kind of shakes his head, and he walks back, like, to his seat and just sits down.
I am.
Well, it may not be immediately after this. I was looking to travel to Seiko, and I'll double check with everyone, but if everyone wants to go. I have someone to look for there.
I'm more than willing to take you.
Thank you. Plus, at least this crew is not much more tested alongside me and my friends, as opposed to any number of ships with any number of very strange crews that I would have to probably take to get to Seiko, regardless.
This ship moves twice as fast as normal underwater, and in the air is unmatched.
It's not very much that can fly the way this probably could. Not on
There-
9 mass.
There are a few airships, and you've probably seen one at a distance, but yeah, this isn't anything like that.
And plus, Merritt vaguely knows anything about any
Yeah.
of those.
Look, Geo shit.
I have vague knowledge of
pretty
everything.
gnarly.
Merritt has vague knowledge of a few things.
Well, all right. Again, thank you all for not betraying me and ultimately assisting me. I appreciated it a lot, and I hope I may call you friends.
You're pretty cool, dude.
Anytime.
He smiles.
You have friends amongst Thorned Hill, Gia.
Reverend smiles at him also.
Yeah.
One of her nice, genuine ones.
Yeah.
All right. And Geo helps divide up the money, and he gives you 70,000 of the 100,000.
What? Merritt still only takes the 10 he was promised. What the fuck?
I mean, it's up for you guys to divide it amongst yourselves. He always promised you 50,000.
This is true. No, I'm marking it down. Merritt only has the the 10,000.
Alright. So, Reverend sits. She makes everybody gather around with a pile of money, and she looks at everyone and says, "How much do you want?"
My
Like a
cut.
drug dealer.
We were supposed to get 10,000 each. How much do you want?
I
There's
just want
extra.
my cut.
Okay, so Caitlin gets 10,000. Merritt gets 10,000.
3,000 goes back to Geo.
Pen will
In my-
take whatever's
on my
given
behalf.
to them.
Okay, so Merritt takes 13,000 and gives 3,000 back to Geo.
At least.
You give him the money, and he just kind of like looks at you very oddly, and like pushes it back towards you.
Nope, this is my patronage to you creating peaceful things.
I suppose. And he takes the money.
Merritt nods. Accepts what he has done. What he thinks will be a good thing.
Pen, how about you?
Pen shrugs and doesn't say anything.
Just give them
Okay.
the 10,000.
So,
Give
okay.
them more if you want, but
Do
just-
whatever Reverence would do.
Oh, damn it.
Oh
Are we
god.
sure that's a great idea?
No?
You shouldn't have said that.
Here's the thing, Reverence will keep
But
on.
Yeah.
Reverence might have
is
even more of a
pen, though.
gold pot. This is true.
Yeah, Reverend's is
Reverend
good.
hands Pen 8,000.
Oh.
So mean.
Merritt
Savage.
squints in the distance.
No, it's that she feels really bad minutes later, and then she can spend the other 2,000. I can't. She can't either.
Pen wouldn't have
Merritt
said
knows what
anything
you're
at all,
doing.
ever.
But Merritt would have. We were all promised at least the 10,000.
Stupid contracts.
I want to paint a picture. Noah is like, he's looking at this goal and he has his like hands not cupped together but interlocked together, and he's like licking his lips almost, looking at the gold.
Ah, Dragon Boy in action.
So,
Me.
just to be clear, you're all letting Reverence have 27,000 gold.
Yeah.
I'm
Hold on. Okay. So Merritt got 13, and then fucking shot on the rest.
So
They gave 3 to so Merritt's got 10,000, Penn's got 10,000. I'm writing all this down.
well,
I have
13,
it.
10. Did you give
13,
10
10,
to
10.
Kaylin?
And then I gave 10 to Kaylin, and then there's Rev and Noah.
So yeah, 27,000
So
left.
how are we going to do this, Reverend?
Reverence, after
He-
sorting everyone else
Toss
out,
the biggest fucking grin ever.
Reverence kind of locks eyes with Noah, and says, she's like squinting, and says, "Are we gonna have to fight?" I don't really feel like fighting.
In the distance,
I
you do
don't
actually hear
either.
Merritt sigh.
Okay, so what's left after that is what?
27.
After
Well, if Noah doesn't take 10,000, it's 37.
okay, so
So-
without having given Noah any, it's 37. So there's 37 after everyone else.
Wasn't it just 60,000?
It's 70,000.
70.
70, okay.
So
Do we just want to split it, or are we going to fight over a bigger half?
I think
no fighting.
if we're not gonna, or is that a character?
No, that's out of character.
Okay, well then.
And when he says fight, he doesn't mean like fucking like throw punches or anything. Like he
No fighting.
he also
Shakira,
means we
Shakira.
could like sell it at a card game or some shit too.
Oh yeah, no, that's what reverence means too.
Do it on a
Do a
coin
thumb
toss.
Do the coin toss.
The thing is, Noah, he goes, I also have an idea. I'll be willing to hear yours in just a second. But he reaches down, like, with his right hand, and he pulls out a black, like, little small black box, and he opens it, and you see a gold deck of cards.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. So, we're each gonna get at least 10,000, and then after that, there's 17,000 left. So
I mean, you could each get 15,000.
that's true.
That yeah, he's open to either playing a game or just splitting it.
So
He said-
we can each get 15,000, and then there's 2,000 left after that we can gamble over. How about
It's
that?
however
I'm pretty sure there's
Yeah.
7,000 left.
I can't do
Yeah,
math.
7,000
Is
left.
the problem?
math is hard, man.
You can each get 15,000.
Uh-huh.
So just, like, write that down real
Also, can you
fast.
guys carry
Yep, got
15,000
that.
gold?
No, you're
I-
all gonna have to, like, this is...
Just
this
give
is
it all to
only under
Ben.
the presumption that you're gonna have to split it up later.
We're fighting
um,
about the numbers now,
Yeah.
and
You
then we're just
know
leaving it with
good
Ken
and well.
and Hector.
Yes.
You know
Except
good and well,
Ken.
Reverence cares a lot about these numbers.
Yep.
You could technically split this up completely evenly.
Yes.
It's
Technically,
again,
yeah.
Noah
If you want, if you're,
mentioned
like, both
that-
down to fight, I'm down. I'm just telling you.
Again, Noah did mention that he's willing to split it up evenly, but it's up to however Reverence would do this.
There's 7,000 up right now for you to fight over. That will split evenly.
Reverence sighs and says, "We could just split this last bit, but it would be so much more fun to gamble it, wouldn't it?"
It would, but again, it's however you want to do it, dear.
Don't. No.
Never call me dear again.
As soon as you say that, she raises just one finger. It's just
No, no, no,
no, no, no.
no.
We're getting along right now. Don't ruin it.
Okay.
This is fun. This is camaraderie. Don't mess it up.
All right. So you two are gonna gamble for it.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
Reverence is the, cleric.
She is. She's the cleric of
So,
fucking.
like,
Quick, make up a
So she's
gambling
gonna
game, Delta.
pray before.
So I'm gonna need you guys to both roll 3 d20s.
Okay. Hmm.
Are you gonna cheat?
As-
I would love to if I can.
Tell me how you'll cheat.
Fuck. What are we playing?
You are literally like rolling
Play-
dice
play,
and
15.
cards.
Wait, no, play 21.
What the
Oh God!
Or the fuck
shit.
that one is.
Oh shit.
Oh
f-
shit.
So you both. Okay, actually, no. Do you either of you want to cheat first?
It's
I mean, I
probably
do
sleight
want to
of
cheat,
hand.
but I don't know how really.
This is. I will let you do sleight of hand, or if you have spell or something, and you want to do that with a sleight of hand check, I will allow you to do that. Right now, we're under the assumption that neither of you know these numbers and know that you're tied. So
Yeah.
this is you preemptively cheating.
Oof.
Perfect definitely fucking cheats. I don't know what you want from me. I mean,
How do I-
hell.
Wait. Also, yeah.
Do we
We're
both?
You're
try
both
to cheat?
cheating, huh?
We're both cheating. Good.
But we know who the better one is. Unfortunately.
Also, Noah's gonna start trying
Okay.
to.
Can
Okay.
you make it contested and watch Reverence? Is what you're.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, I already rolled it.
So, Reverence, you notice Noah cheats, and Noah, you do not notice Reverence cheats.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh yeah, passive.
and Reverence, you change that 2 to an 8.
Fuck yes.
And Noah, your 1 is a 20.
Wait, but I see him cheat though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Reverence kind of. We're just like sitting on the floor of the deck doing this, right? So Reverence. Kind of
I imagine, like, it's not even that long after you had this talk with Gio. Like,
Oh,
you
no.
just sat down.
We sat the fuck down.
He's still
started
standing
dividing
over
money,
there awkwardly.
and now they just started playing cards, and so Reverence kind of like smacks her hand down, but like kind of claws mainly, so it like tacks, like like a tacky like that,
Mm-hmm.
and says, "I saw that, Noah.
So what?
You're not very good at cheating."
This wicked race.
Well, you got me there. I'm not very good at cheating.
This
Well,
wicked
this is
race.
awkward.
And so yeah, I called him out, caught him cheating. Now what?
I mean,
I really wish I knew what we were playing.
Just
We'll-
look at the
My
we'll
turn.
say you're
fantasy
just, like,
card.
rolling dice.
Okay.
Oh, you cheated. Okay.
I was gonna say.
There's probably a way. I
There's
just
cards,
don't
there's
know.
dice, something's happening. Whatever.
I turned my sensitivity up so you guys can maybe hear the train. Just
No.
hold on. It hasn't honked again.
No.
It needs to honk again.
Don't. Oh, there it is. In the faint distance. A tiny friend. Okay.
This is up for you guys to decide how you want to deal with Noah cheating
Yeah.
and the division of the 7,000.
I mean,
You caught him.
I caught him, so that's a forfeit, right? I caught
Yes.
you cheating. That's
Okay.
it.
We'll
You
say
lose.
Noah automatically loses because of this. So now we'll do best of 3.
Okay.
So roll another 3 d20 for me.
This is fun.
Are you cheating or not? You should decide
Ah.
before.
Ah.
Shit, I should decide before.
It's reverence.
Yeah, she's cheating.
I'm-
No.
Oh shit!
Oh my Jesus.
But she doesn't need to.
She doesn't need to, but she did, because...
Noah, did you cheat?
No.
Okay. Make a yeah. No, Noah sees you cheat this time. And you turn that 7 to like a 15,
Uh-huh.
and your score is like ridiculous. And Noah, you 100% catch her.
Reverence.
Reverence is grinning. Like, she's got this biggest grin. And she says, yeah, okay.
So right now you're both tied.
Yep.
You fucking hypocrite.
I like to think that Merritt is just singing the distance. He doesn't know how to play many of these games. But he's singing the difference, keeping distance, keeping a tally, and every time one of you is caught cheating, you just see him shake his head in disappointment.
Reverence has, like, the biggest smile. This is the most enjoyment she's gotten out of Noah in ever.
Okay, both of you roll 3 d20s again. Decide
not
right now
gonna-
if you're cheating.
She's not gonna cheat this time, because she got caught.
Noah.
Hmm. Yeah, he's gonna cheat.
Okay.
Shit.
Holy shit.
So,
Shit. Roll your sleight of hand, though.
Make a
Roll
sleight
my
of hand.
hand.
Oh.
Oh no, Noah!
Oh,
Reverence, you see him cheat.
Reverence, like, snorts and says, you're getting worse.
no. He just starts laughing and clapping his hands. Yeah, you got me again.
That was pathetic. I'm sorry.
It was. I'm so sorry.
You lost even at the game of cheating.
I'll tell you what, Noah.
It seems we're on the same page.
Hold on. She pulls out her lucky coin.
You do know no one knows about this coin.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I know. That's
Okay.
good. Nobody needs to know. I'll coin flip you, double or nothing.
this
He's looking very hard at this coin.
Looks like a coin.
I was
It looks like a regular coin.
going to ask. Merritt knew Reverence had a magical coin because Pin asked for Merritt
Yeah.
to find it.
Does Noah know?
Noah doesn't know, and Barrett's not a part of this, so
Yeah.
fuck off.
Merritt's
But
what?
he's very,
Being like
he's
the-
already very suspicious of Reverence because she's been cheating.
Merritt
just
also
as
probably
bad.
wouldn't be
She
sure
cheated
whether or
less
not it's a
than
magical
you.
coin and what it does. I can't remember if he knew, and he probably
Well,
doesn't.
everybody saw it at Zendello's. Just only Merritt, Penn, and Reverence know that it was bought.
Hmm.
Can I see that for 1 second?
She hands it. It's a coin. She gives it to you.
He flips it.
Okay.
What does it land on?
I mean, you have to call a side.
Oh. No, he's just flipping it just to...
You just flip
Oh.
it. It just lands on a side. It's tails.
Okay. Heads. He flips it.
It lands on heads.
Reverence holds her hand back out. I'd like my coin back now, please.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
You
But
don't
not
have.
double or nothing.
Oh well, that's no fun then. Rabbit starts putting the coin back in her pocket and shrugging.
Okay.
No fun.
How about this? We make an agreement not to cheat.
Okay.
And he holds out his hand for like a handshake.
Rabbit shakes his hand.
No, make an insight check.
Fail this. Check. Fail this. Check.
Succeed.
Oh.
Reverence, make a deception check.
Shit.
This is
Damn.
Even Merritt sees your shit in the distance. He goes, fake.
She can't.
No,
Like, no.
She can't hold
No.
her grin in. She's like,
No, you shake her hand and she is grinning, but also you can tell she is very nervous because she wants you to take this.
Noah, look like while he's still shaking her hand, looks her dead in the eye, and he pops the biggest grin. You're full of shit.
Reference just like does exactly that. She just like curls in on herself and is laughing. She says, "I tried. I couldn't hold it together. I've got to work on this. I have to.
Noah starts laughing.
It's enchanted. I'm sorry, but not really, because I would have taken your money if I hadn't gotten caught.
I know.
Anyway, the 7,000 is mine. I
Yeah.
want it. Air quotes fair and square. Good shit.
Alright.
Okay.
So Noah gets 15,000 and Reverence gets 19,000.
No.
Noah goes,
22,000.
"This was fun. I actually had a good time with you, Reverence, for once."
19,000 is not correct.
22.
Yes.
22.
Sick. Reverence kind of like appraises you and says, "You know, I actually enjoyed that as well. You're tolerable at times."
Oh, thank you. You too.
So pleasant. This is wonderful. I'm having a great time playing Dungeons and Dragons with my friends.
This is wonderful. Good game.
Alright. The money's been divided.
After a lot of unnecessary hassle.
Alright, so. Oof. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, beep beep.
I did have one more thing that needed to happen before we get off the ship.
Oh, go ahead. We're not getting off the ship.
It probably would have happened like probably even before all of that happened.
Mhm.
Like
probably like night of us leaving.
night of
Okay.
night of getting back on the ship. Reverence goes and finds Merritt.
It's the night of.
Yeah.
Merritt might have not put his shirt back on. Just in general, he's just like, forget his damn shirt. But yeah, you find him.
Clothes. Who needs them?
Please, Merritt close.
Merritt.
She kind of. Where is he? What's he doing?
I can't believe that Merritt's fucking ripped.
I can't.
No.
I can too.
He's a scrawny boy. He
Maybe
has.
it's
He's
scrawny, but-
He's got
soft.
muscles. He shoots a bow.
He has a little bit of
Bow.
muscle in like his
Whoa.
back and a little bit in his arms, but that is it. That's that aside. He's soft.
Have you seen bow muscles?
Yeah,
boy.
he has a bit of those, and that's it. Again, he has 9 strength. It's not.
He's as strong as he needs to be, exactly where he needs to be.
Yes, and a little bit of acrobatics, but that's just proficient.
Have you
Um,
seen bow muscles?
But
It's a
basically,
magic
like, yeah. Also, yes, he's not actually proficient in bows. Don't tell anyone.
God.
Secret.
He,
Kaylin can use
like,
a
after
bow.
everyone fell down. Yeah, but there's things with Merritt.
I'll teach you how to actually use a bow.
He did actually, like, go down afterwards with, like, all his gear. He just hadn't put his shirt back on, like, right as we were, like, settling it back into the ship. So he was somewhere under deck. Probably the bunk rooms, whatever.
Okay.
Mhm.
Either if there's nobody else in the bunk rooms, then that's fine. If there is somebody else there, then Reverence kind of pulls him somewhere like around the corner where nobody else is at. Either way, um, she doesn't really explain at first why she's like closing doors behind, and like she won't like look at you. She's kind of looking everywhere but at Merritt. And
He notes
she
this but says nothing.
she kind of just kind of settles on looking at the floor, like, and just she says, "I'm sorry," and she sounds very small, and she doesn't usually sound small. And
Whatever for.
yeah, she keeps not looking at you, and she just says, sort of my behavior in general, but specifically, you were upset with me. And I don't. I'm sorry.
I was upset. Because I rather just like seeing my companions fight. But just because I got upset does not mean I'm the one you should apologize to.
She doesn't look at you even harder.
Reverence, would you look at me, please?
I'd rather not. She does. She looks at you, and her face is not hiding anything. She's very genuinely upset, and she doesn't feel good.
Damn it, I thought I was summoning my serious voice.
She looks a little bit like she might cry.
Reverence. I accept the apology, but you have to understand, it's not worth making petty enemies out of unliked allies. If I had not picked my battles, I would be dead right now. It was...
Reverend, go ahead.
I would have said the same thing. You would have not tried to punch me. I was thinking the same thing.
She kind of grimaces and says, "Well, I might have. She like sits down on one of the beds and just kind of folds her hands in her lap and says, I don't actively try to be difficult, I promise. I know I am disagreeable at best. And it's a product of circumstance, though that doesn't mean I don't intend to fix it. I don't like acting the way I do. It just kind of is.
You you said to me once you'd only recently got your freedom. It's a similar product of from before, whatever it might have been. I
Reverence
assume.
kind of winces, and we've we're friends, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is the
Much like
first
to
time
keep
I've
it that
had
way.
any of those, for the most part. Yes, it's a product of before. She's like scrunching her face up, like, am I really gonna tell about this? Am I gonna talk about it? Is this it? Is this the tragic backstory? Have you unlocked it?
Has he?
You've gone through my 13 layers.
You got to roll a d2. Flip a
I
coin.
do actually. I do actually. One is no, two is yes. Okay.
Here we go.
Thank you, dice gods.
Everyone's immediately psyched.
Strap in your seatbelts.
She she's kind of wringing her hands in her lap and just looks nervous and kind of uncomfortable. We're friends, you said, so I can share things with you that are unpleasant, and you won't tell other people?
I don't do promise. I promise you I will not tell anyone.
She nods. I was a slave. And I always was. I don't remember any point in time in which I wasn't. It was bad. They were cruel. And I've only been away from that for 2.5 years now, maybe? 3, somewhere around there.
Huh. As soon as you, like, as Reverence blurted out, I'm a slave, Merritt's face sort of shifted that much more, like, he was looking a little sad, like, sympathetically, and then it became even more solemn, like, oh.
She kind of shifts to the side and pulls her hair around and undoes her she always has this like gold choker on that's always like clasped around. And she undoes it, and on the back of her neck there's like an insignia burned in, and it's just like 3 crossed swords, and it's just right there on the back of her neck. And then if you like look kind of below that to like the line of her shirt, you can see there's more scars beneath there. So yeah, that's bye Delta.
I mean, it's not as if he doesn't know this backstory anyway.
It's
but...
true, he does know it. That's yeah. So the reason I am this way, and she kind of gestures at herself and kind of like around and just, is that I didn't grow up well. Welcome back. That was very fast.
I mean, he did say really, really fast.
Stop
We have to
interrupting
call you
myself.
out. Okay. That mark, oh man, shifts Merit even that much more. But he nods, goes, I don't know if there's any amount words I could give for that sort of past. The vengeance you're looking for, it's it's against them,
She nods.
as it should be.
It's not only that they owned me, they killed someone I cared for very much. In fact, who was once the only person I had ever cared for and who ever cared for me. And for that, they will die as well.
Merritt nods again. And looking over at him, there's a sort of like brightness to his eyes. Not because like any magic or anything, but more because like in whatever dim light this room probably has, it's sort of like tears there. They do not fall, but they are there.
Yeah, Rivers has probably dropped a couple into her lap. Especially at the mention of the
special
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, the special person. Couple fell. It's embarrassing. She's, she's just kind of staring at her lap, sitting on whatever bed.
Did you say opposite him or like on the same? It's an important question for me.
The same one.
Nice. Merritt like grabs her shoulder gently and then sort of goes down her arm and holds her hand instead.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry.
I can hear it.
Shockway's gonna help.
Merritt says, I still understand it. I think, however late it may be to do so, it is good to learn where your friends are. Or at least where people who will not actively harm you are. I stand by my words, but I do understand. Freedom's something everyone deserves, but it's not something everyone has.
She sort of squeezes your hand while you're talking and says, and she nods and says, I am trying, and I will apologize to Noah.
Though I will say it is a testament to your strength and to the very stubborn, very righteous is the word I'm looking for, woman you are, that you are here.
Oh, now she's definitely crying.
You are here, free, making your own life. And that's probably one of the best things you could do in vengeance to them.
Shit. Damn it. Yeah, there's like big, gross, ugly tears falling down her face. She fucking like leans over and just hugs you. And your shoulder gets all wet and it's gross.
It's okay with this, he just hugs her.
Poor baby.
He's still shirtless.
He's been
He
shirtless
gets
this
snot
whole time.
on his shoulder.
He doesn't care.
Who cares about
She like knocks you in the head with her horn at one point.
I can just imagine her horns like squishing up on his face.
He does sort of subtly avoid them, but no, he still hugs. Hugs are important. Um, but he says, I did tell you I would help you fight them. This holds true that much more. They deserve everything they have coming to them and more if the good God's word is right of hell being so terrible. Devils will eat them alive, I hope.
But again, this is that time. Reverence, when she stops hugging you, she kind of rubs at her eyes, and it just kind of smears tears everywhere. And she just like holds your hand still that much tighter and just says, "Thank you."
Oh man, I have to reiterate, Merritt is shirtless. You see his mark. He also has his own brand on there. Like, ooh.
She's probably definitely looked at it, noticeably, but she's having a moment right now.
Yeah,
She'll ask about
I
it
know.
later.
It's just I realized that for reasons. Reverence can probably figure out, like, maybe he has an idea of the problems with branding, even if it's not as serious. Because why would you permanently brand yourself?
I mean, you say that, but Reverence has done that too.
Well, that's true. Left hand,
Well,
but yeah, he just nods.
I'm
Alright.
trying to draw a really shitty drawing, and now I made it better, and now I want to make it shittier again.
The circle of life.
y'all had me teary-eyed, like,
That's why I'm focusing on my drawing.
This
I'm
episode's
amazed
heavy.
I have not, like, cried. You could hear my voice shake, though. It was there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fucking death.
Okay.
Merritt
Take
says
your
one.
time.
Yeah. Merritt says one final thing of like, well, while you're learning, I will remain your friend and help you learn further. I'm not sure I'm the best teacher for any sort of things like that. This world is just as weird to me as it might be to you. But I like to think I'm okay with people.
She like eyes you.
What?
Just fucking sobbing and just looks at you like, really?
You fucking sure? She doesn't say anything. She just looks at you and she smiles. And it's, despite the fact that there's still like some crying happening, it's really genuine.
As she was just staring, you go, what?
She doesn't say anything. She just shakes her head.
Merritt just squeezes her hand and then smiles a little bit as she does and says nothing else.
End scene.
All right.
That's all I got.
And then it gets so much better cut to
Literally
Noah
the
and
next
Reverence.
day. Everything's better.
Literally the
Everything's
next
all
day,
fine and
Reverence and
dandy.
Noah have a fucking good time together.
What's that?
It's a miracle.
Not being shitty to people makes you friends with them?
That's crazy.
And okay, now I need to go because halfway
That's
through
great.
that, I think I didn't cry because I was like broken out because I heard my mom in the distance.
Oh, no.
I texted her, "I heard you. Please hold." and she texted me what was wrong, so I'm gonna go do that very quickly.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
let's take a little break because I also have to pee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds
I
good to
think I
me.
need another one or two. So
Yeah. This is such a good game.
I'll show you guys my good drawing in a second.
I love
I
Dungeons
did.
and Dragons.
I made it really shitty again, and I need you guys to witness how shitty it is.
Alright, be right back.
Okay, I'm here forever because I'm a
Jess, how are you?
loser.
I am alive and well.
Well,
How
that's
do you
good.
like my character's tragic backstory?
Ah, I love it.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, like, as not. I mean, like, not like. I don't know how to explain it. It's just good.
I know what you mean. I know. I just didn't like. Thanks. I don't expect people to like the things I do.
Listen, buddy. It's good. Reverence is good.
Thanks. Thank you. Fox, hi Benji. How are you?
I'm good.
Reverence is pretty good.
Fuck, hi.
Hi.
Stop making me smile. It's making my mouth hurt. I still don't have any wisdom teeth. It's fucking me up.
Oh no.
Oh, it hurts.
This is slowly becoming the fucking worst that I'm drawing. But I'm glad for it.
This session is too heavy. Quick, do more funny things.
See,
I'll do a shitty thing in a second. Wait for it.
I think it's just heavy enough. Except not really. I need to, like, because now I gotta, like, apologize to Noah at some point. Is that gonna be today? Who knows? She didn't do it in the other thing, because she was busy with money. But then they had a nice time together, so now she's gotta, like, go be not shitty to Noah. And this whole thing!
Thanks, Reverence.
Thanks, Reverence. Piece of
Other
shit.
fixed.
Welcome back.
Water gotten.
Good.
I'm comfy.
Is your mom good?
She's all bundled, and she didn't want to get up because she was so bundled, but it's cold in the house. So she was like, Chris, can you please fix it? I'm like, okay, yes.
Please fix.
Yes, and I've done it. The heat is on because it's been cold.
We have some culture too.
Yeah.
We live in the same place, so.
I mean, practically.
Is
Just
Chance
a little
still gone?
sock.
Because if he is, I'm gonna run and pee also.
Go pee.
Go ahead.
I'm going.
Do it anyway.
Here I go.
It's good.
I got my
So
drawing
Jess, how
almost
was it? I think someone's already called you out probably, but so Jess, how are you? Things got real tense real quick,
Yeah,
and then funny, and then tense again.
good though.
Thank
Real
you.
good.
We
I
tried
can't
our
believe this is my
best.
new taco headcanon that I just drew on accident. I was trying to draw Kaylin, but then I made her hair really fucking bad. I'm like, this is now taco. Congrats. Kaylin, you have upgraded to taco. I will give a print screen in a second.
Ooh, excuse me.
That was a noise. Okay, let's see here. Cool. All I have left on my list is question marks and then don't die.
A classic.
We're almost done here. Actually, I could probably check off question marks as sort of like a wild card for Geo being emotional. There we go. I did it.
Hello?
Hi.
Welcome back.
I drew a Kaylin.
Hello?
Hello?
I drew a Kaylin.
Yellow.
There she is.
Yellow.
Mellow yellow?
Yeah, like, yeah?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah?
Sparkles. Yeah.
Wait, I got this.
God love Nia.
I realized I was lit up with that. You could hear me doing that. I was crushing my empty bottle.
Crush your enemies.
I wish.
Crushing our enemies? I'm down.
I don't even think I have, like, enemies.
I have
I'm
a
your
couple.
enemy.
I'm your enemy
Not
too.
my dad.
All right, is everyone back?
Hey, wait. I got important.
Yep. Important addition. Like, yeah?
You know, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah. I love how you told me to stop interrupting myself.
Because you were like, you kept bringing it up. I was putting it in the Discord so no one fucking knew. And you put it on the recording.
But we hear the beeps anyway, except on
The recording
Anyway,
doesn't.
you stupid.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's
the
not.
beeps don't have the the beeps don't have the recording.
Nope.
Exactly. It's not
still
on the
have the-
recording. Nothing I did was on the recording until fucking Siren was like, "Hey Delta, you're gonna go fucking where you going?"
That's what I do.
I know. It's fine.
All of this is on the recording too, which is good.
Yeah.
It's all
Right.
Hey us.
There's
Hey,
no
me.
editing.
Hey, not me, because I don't ever.
Hey, specifically only me.
Well, no, I sometimes I skip through, so I'll miss myself most of the time.
They're done.
Good.
Do you believe in aliens?
No. Yes.
No, yes.
They're my
Yes.
friend, and I believe in them.
You know, like yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
You know, like the internet, oh my god. You know, like the Nintendo Entertainment System? Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Bye.
Delete. Just delete me.
Okay. So we ready?
Are we
Yes.
gonna play D&D or nah?
Pretty sure we are. I can't feel my fingers, but this is fine. It's gonna
KR.
warm up in the house.
My nose
You
is
It's
okay?
cold in the house. It was cold all day
Please
in
put a
this
sweater
house.
on.
No, because then I'll actually overheat while I just sit here. It's just my hands. I'll be fine. I'm a ghost. They're always cold. Anyway,
So
we're good.
the chill of the grave is over KR. And
Always.
after a tearful night, first night back on the boat, the events of the next day happened that we've already discussed and gone through.
Sorry. Out of
It's
order.
fine. I don't mind. It's fine.
What is this timeline? It's like Team Virtue conversation, Geo, Reverence and Pin. Did we go in reverse?
Reverence and Pen happened before Geo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Team Virtue.
Yeah.
Reverence and Pen. Geo. Or,
So
well,
we're all clear.
actually,
feel-
it's probably
Pen is probably first.
yeah. Reverence and Pen, and then Team
Because
Virtue,
Geo's in the morning.
and then Geo, and then Noah.
Unless you find Pen before breakfast, which is
No,
yeah.
she probably went and found Pen like immediately, and then went and dealt with the other situation.
Okay. So, does anyone want to do something before I say a bunch of stuff?
Oh,
Not really.
All right.
I wish I could think of something, but no.
I'm not
You wanna, like,
apologizing
flirt
to
with
Noah
Lucy or
yet,
anything?
so
What was that?
Noah doesn't want to like flirt with Luce or anything.
I.
I mean, yes, but
I mean, yes, but yeah,
Yes,
No,
but
I'm
she
just
did
gone.
just lose a friend.
yeah.
There's no good way to like.
There's
distasteful.
In
no
100
good way to do that. I should have did it before.
You
Here's
fool.
the thing.
Fool.
foolish.
In 100 years, Noah should probably know this is a bad time to be flirting.
Yeah, no, he knows.
Is he gonna do it anyway? Is that what this tone of your voice is suggesting?
No, he's not that bad.
Okay.
He's not gonna go to there.
Does he like slowly hang
Like,
around her as like consolation?
Like, if we ever, when we run into them again, for whatever reason, like,
I
get
mean,
it right or
they
whatever.
did just say they would be your transport.
yeah, I'm sure he'll do it around that time.
best friends forever.
Wonderful.
Best friends forever. Best friends forever. Ring.
There was no ring exchange.
I'm gonna give him a ring.
close to Gio right now.
Gio, I know I've only known you for about a week.
Like a week and a couple days.
About a week. Alright, so, let's start with Merritt. So Merritt, the rest of the week that you are all traveling, goes by fairly uneventful. Mood sort of begins to pick up after Gio gives you the big talk, and he kind of comes out on deck more now. He's around again, and he eats meals with you. It's very clear he's not back up to where he was, but he's no longer, you see him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not like super excited about the flying spell. That excited, but he's there.
Yeah, you at some point probably come back up for air, no longer traveling at the bottom of the sea, probably towards the last of the end of the trip. And you're like, hey, Gio, still want to fly? And he's like, no. And you're like, oh, no.
It's just like, okay.
Oh, shit.
Actually, Merritt just enjoys the sunlight. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not praise the sun, but it is praise the sun.
You get sun while underwater, but it's definitely less.
Yeah. It's not in comparison, and he's a flower boy. Let him have the sun.
Yeah.
At one
So,
point, he just lays out on deck, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Some point towards the end of the trip, you'll probably be in the harbor again in a day or so. Matt approaches you, and you are both alone at this point. I imagine you're probably out on the deck, enjoying the sun. It's probably closer to evening, so you're getting the last dregs of sunlight at this point. And excuse me, Matt walks up to you and sort of stands next to you kind of uncomfortably for a little while, and he doesn't say anything.
God. So it's like, what time of day?
It's pretty much sunset.
Okay. I'd like to imagine Merritt's just leaning over the bow and just enjoying it. And he feels the presence and he sort of looks over, and as it's just uncomfortable, he just squints and but says nothing. And then
Matt waits a few moments, and then he
Merritt
looks
doesn't
at
have
you.
his hat. He's like full casual,
Yeah.
sleeves rolled up.
He looks at you and says, "Listen, I know what you are, and
As soon as he says that, like, Merritt had just his usual sort of faint smile, and then it immediately drops.
I don't know why you're with these people or what business you had in Sekko. I won't interrupt it. You've proven yourself an ally for the most part. But know that when you're on this ship, you are being watched."
I was never under the impression that I wasn't. Now I just know specifically who. And for what reasons.
Are you asking? Or was that just...
That was a statement.
Yeah. He nods very curtly. And he says, "I have no personal qualm with you. For now." And he just stands up and walks away.
Merritt alone. After Matt had said that, he was trying to control it, but he started sort of panicking. So he's trying to slightly control his breathing. And the panic sort of goes into his expression as he just looks back to the sea and to the last bit of sunlight. Now very concerned rather than content.
I can't believe Matt's all fantasy races.
I mean,
I don't think that's it.
That's That's not it.
Definitely not fantasy racism.
Pretty cat. Right.
Holy shit! That was intense.
After that, though, Merrick keeps his hat. He doesn't tuck his hair up
Yeah.
like he does in, like, say, summer, but he,
Like I
And-
say, this is like the second to last day. Like the next day, you pull into harbor, and I imagine it's very uncomfortable between you and Matt, but you know you don't
Merrick
really interact.
avoids him.
Yeah.
Not like actively, like you see him immediately turn around at the sight of Matt, but like gives him a wide berth of just distance.
Matt doesn't act any different. He's pretty chill
It's
amongst
all
the
Merrick.
others. He doesn't even like. You probably end up alone for like a few seconds while you're all like taking your belongings off the ship. He doesn't interact at all in the same way. He just goes about his business.
Wow, Delta, you really had to drop that, huh? I knew it would happen at some point, but not just that subtly. Okay. This is all fine.
And one more thing before you all get off this boat. With reverence.
Oh shit, what?
Oh shit.
So,
Team Virtue attacked!
I didn't, yeah, there was a bit of a focus, unfortunately, and I was like, well, this has to happen, so here we go. Reverence. You... I don't imagine you've been sleeping very well on this boat, even after it's beneath the waves and sort of any amount of seasickness goes away. You're kind of, it's kind of claustrophobic when you think about it, and you have time to think about it every time you lay down to sleep. So, you find yourself out on the deck at night sometimes, just sort of watching the water go by yourself. And one night, it is particularly bright out in the ocean because it is a full moon, and you're out there alone, and you hear a voice say, "We need to talk."
Is it a voice I recognize?
No.
She whips her head around like, what the fuck?
You look around, and you are alone.
She kind of quietly says, what the fuck?
Be calm. You're in no danger.
Is it... Okay. What... Like, it's not... There's not even that... This isn't her god speaking to her? Because she would know if it was.
It is not. You do not sense your god.
Oh,
Hmm.
I was thinking
Okay.
it might have been, but this changes everything.
Because even if she doesn't recognize his voice, she still knows it's him because it's the whole
Yeah.
thing. She is very stiff and kind of goes to where her back is like against a wall somewhere.
Hmm.
Who needs to talk to me?
I do.
Who are you?
I believe you gave me a name. I don't really remember what it was. I didn't approve.
What? I have no idea what's going on. Did I forget something important?
I don't know. Well,
I think Era's right.
yeah, I have
I
an
have an
idea.
I have an idea too, but none of us are going to say it because it could be anything.
Yeah.
I want to
I
say.
don't want to spoil it for you in case you get it right.
Here's the
Just know what
thing.
it.
I guess I
You're on
forgot
your own,
something
Siren.
important.
If it is what I think it is, then that makes some sense. Don't worry about it.
Does it?
Go on,
Somebody help
go.
me. I don't.
So you start like scrambling at this point to sort of like, what the fuck is this? And you're looking around and you notice something on your belt is glowing.
I knew it.
Oh!
And you pull out the dagger that you took from Ragnar, and it is glowing with a radiant light.
Holy shit. Okay, so she sits down cross-legged and just kind of like holds it in her lap. Like, holy shit. You talk.
Yes, I do.
That's weird.
Listen, we can't all be perfect.
I love him.
Nobody's perfect. What do we need to talk about?
Mostly the name. It was bothering me. I really didn't like it.
Do you have a name?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
My name is Krios.
Delta, can you spell that?
Krios.
Okay. I
Yes,
didn't
that's right.
know you already had one. And
I'll
that's-
forgive it.
I apologize. I didn't know you could talk.
It was a bad idea.
Well, I didn't really want to speak, but the more I thought about it, the more it bothered me.
See, here's the thing. I wasn't even going to give you a name, but then my friend was like, "You have to," and I was like, okay." So
Well, now you know.
now I know. She's just kind of like staring at this knife, like,
Also, you should probably watch me.
Wash with an S.
Yes, wash.
Yeah.
Those goblins were probably the worst experience in
Oh.
my entire life. Do you know how sticky their hands are? They're disgusting. They let me sit in that cave where they shit.
Oh yeah. Okay. Don't worry. I'll take care of that.
It's horrible.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll solve this problem.
Please. God, I've just been sitting here the whole time.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. Well, don't look. I can't. There's like an ocean right there, but that would just be it.
You killed them, right?
Oh yeah, they're very dead.
Oh, thank fucking God.
I fucking love this dagger.
They're like about as dead as you can get.
They're crisp.
You're crispy.
Did you know that one, the big one who kept like stabbing me into things, didn't even have a god? He's an asshole. Oh my, Holly, you don't want to know the things he did with.
You're right. I probably don't want to know
He
the
didn't
things he
even
did.
know how to attune to me. He just sat there with me for a really long, slept with me and drooled all over me. Oh my God, if I was gonna rust, I'm so.
I promise I will take much better care of you. If it makes you feel better, I do have his tooth on a string now, from how good I killed him.
That doesn't. That tooth is disgusting.
That's true, but like, I love it.
Did you
so,
wash the tooth?
Yes.
No, right. Acceptable.
So, is this the only time you're going to speak to me, or is this
We'll see.
okay?
I mean, I can speak to you whenever, but we'll see.
Kriya's voice. We'll see. It's almost the same as Delta saying, "We'll see."
Reverence is doing her best to take this all in stride, but she's like super freaked out.
Screaming inside.
Yeah.
Can I just add, I love how we're getting party members that are just like items. Like pens.
Pin has
Like
Hector.
Pen.
Pen has Hector. Now I got Krios.
Reverend says, so when you talk, am I the only one that can hear you?
Yes.
Great. So
It'll be
right now,
fun.
it just seems like I'm talking to myself.
A little bit, yeah.
Cool.
Don't worry about it. They're all asleep.
Yeah, okay.
I tried to wait, so it was courteous.
I appreciate that. That was very kind of you.
You're welcome.
She's having a civil conversation with her knife.
So I'm sure you have loads of questions about me.
I mean, yeah, first of all, why can you talk?
Because I'm very special.
Yeah?
Yes.
What? I mean, besides the fact that you are just a very cool dagger, why are you so special?
Well, I don't know about you, but I work for the goddess of the moon.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I do not work for that goddess.
That's very unfortunate. She's lovely.
I'm sure she is. What's her name?
Her name is Lady Selune.
You bitch can't spell that.
I love that. I love that god. Out of character, I love that god.
It's Selune.
Nice.
I love that god.
So, how did... What? Sorry, I'm still getting used to this whole speaking to a dagger thing.
It's fine. I haven't talked in a while. That fucking goblin was the last creature to attune to me for quite some time. Before that, I was in a pile in a dragon's lair. And before that, oh god. I just passed a lot of hands and it was terrible. So, so far, you're pretty good.
Well, I'm glad I can satisfy.
I don't know if that's the word I'd use,
Mm.
but okay.
I don't intend to pass you along anywhere, so...
That is unfortunate as everyone dies.
Well,
Please don't bury me with you. That's happened to me before. Don't do it. Reverence.
no,
don't
I
do it.
won't. I won't. I won't. Oh, hearing a dagger say my name is very strange.
Reverence.
Yep, that sure is me, Krios.
That's my name. Please use it.
I will. Man, it's so lovely to meet you. How did you come to be in service of the Goddess of the Moon? How are you a dagger that talks? Can you explain that? I don't understand.
I sort of can. I'm not sure you'll fully understand it, but mostly I am a paladin, and I was transferred into this blade after in service of the Maiden of the Moon, it's Lady Selune. God bless her soul. And I was partnered with a fellow paladin who died, unfortunately, and I have since been desecrated for a very long time.
I am very sorry about that.
Me
Especially the goblins.
too. Hmm.
Boy, I hated those guys.
I mean, they were pretty bad. Oh, they weren't the worst, though.
Really?
Mm.
I feel like you have a lot of stories that I would like to hear.
Probably.
In any case, I will make an effort not to desecrate you. I am not in service of your goddess, but I am a cleric.
I am aware. It is more preferred that you are a holy woman over others, but we'll work on the god thing. It's fine.
Is it? It sounds fine.
It's sure.
Is there something I can do to help you? Do you need to
No.
go somewhere?
Perhaps. I haven't visited my temple in hundreds of years. So perhaps taking me there would be appreciated, but I mean, I've gone this far, so what's a few hundred and more decades, am I right?
Reverence, save him.
Where is your temple?
Uesta.
She nods. She does, and then she kind of stops because she doesn't know if it can see her.
I'm not sure if it still stands. Because again, I haven't been there in a very long time.
I'll see what I can do.
That would be appreciated. You should sleep.
Yeah, maybe. I
Also,
don't know if I can.
I'm
now.
not entirely sure the others will believe you because you did do this. I did do this in the middle of the night, which sounds entirely fake now. I'm sorry for that one. Also, they will not be able to hear me no matter what.
Yeah, I think even if I started talking to you in the middle of the day, they would just kind of think I'm insane.
Yeah.
So, but I think mostly we'll keep this to ourselves.
That's fine. I'm fine with this agreement.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Lovely chat. I do think I'm going to go to sleep now.
Do that. We will talk again.
Great, I think.
The glow to the blade just, without another word, just dulls, and it is just the regular dagger again.
Phone call ended. Conversation over. Hey, my dagger talks, y'all.
Y'all.
Hey, y'all, my dagger talks. I didn't know what to do about that at all.
That was what I was thinking, but that was better.
As soon as, like, Delta said it wasn't her god, I immediately went to the dagger.
That's not Dad.
Yeah, no, see, I know her dad's name, and she didn't name her dad. I'm dying to tell you her dad's name, but I can't.
Don't.
Delta knows.
I know
Well,
nothing.
of course he knows.
I have as bad of a memory as Kaylin does, so. If you ever need a rant to someone who fucking won't care, there's me.
Here, please.
So yeah, that's Krios.
He's
Fucking
good.
love him.
I love him a lot.
I approve of this new party member that we don't know actually exists.
I already renamed him. Can't be offended, my dagger. I love him.
I mean, that's initially
gotta
why
give him
Merritt
a
said
bath.
name him, but that's because Merritt didn't know there was an actual thing already attached with a name. So,
It's all in good fun.
you know.
Oh
God.
I will give you the extended sheet about Krios in
Oh my
a
God.
bit.
Oh my god, there's an extended thing.
Yay, magical weapons.
I'm overjoyed.
Fucking
Thanks for this dagger that talks.
Here's the thing. Krios wasn't just gonna talk to you. He was gonna wait. And I kept waiting, and you were like, I'm giving him a name. And I'm like, oh, man.
Huh.
Alright, So that happens. Do you do anything the next morning, or do you continue?
She probably goes to Merritt
Mm.
and says, "My dagger already had a name. It's Krios." And then she walks away.
He started leaning laughing, and then she just left it, and he goes, "Okay."
So that's it.
All right. Okay. So, the remainder of your trip is peaceful, uninterrupted. Reverend Krios does not speak to you again.
Uh-huh.
But it haunts you.
I
It
imagine
does.
you probably, like, you are now up at night in the deck, like, Krios, hey. And there's no answer.
Hey, do you wanna chat? Hey, I saw something really cool today. You wanna know about it? Hey,
Hey, I saw really pretty. Hey, we saw a dolphin today.
Krios, you know what a dolphin is?
Chris, I've never seen a dolphin before.
Krios, I don't know what a dolphin is. It's all weird gray tube.
Pen told me it was a dolphin. I don't know what that is.
Gray tube.
Pen told me I saw a dolphin. Isn't that great?
You have no idea if Krios actually hears this.
I mean, he knows my name is Reverence.
Hmm.
So, presumably he's been around. Heard stuff.
Hmm. All right. So you all continue on your trip for the remainder of however long it takes. It's about 5 days, and the scene with Matt happens, and you all pull into harbor.
God, that's haunting
little-
me.
A little shaken, some of you.
I mean, Merrick curves it up pretty well, but he's still subtly avoiding that other tiefling.
And you all go about leaving. You take all of your money. Kaylin and Hector collectively have to carry it because, again, oof, that's a lot of money.
We should go to a bank.
Probably. Gio sort of waves you all off as you leave, and he says, "We'll be in town for a while." And he sort of like gestures to the front of the ship, which is, it's not damaged per se, but it's a little dinged up from skewering. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, as you do.
And
As to be expected.
he says, "We'll be in town if you want anything. Okay, bye."
Goodbye,
waves.
friends!
And he's back to his more chipper self mostly.
Reverence
And-
hugs them before they go.
He hugs you back. All of the crew sort of wave you off.
Do you hug?
Noah
Mhm.
Noah starts hugging everybody before he goes.
Just to prove.
Yeah, and when he hugs Gio, he says, "You know, you can call on us at any time. You
Thank
need
you.
us. We're here for you."
That means a lot. And he gives you a big hug.
Aww.
Big hug.
That's-
Noah pats him on the back, and he heads off.
Of the other crew, Carl's the only one who hugs you back. Luz kind of pats you on the back, but it's like a little uncomfortable.
Everyone else is uncomfortable looking at it.
She like gives you a face over his shoulder, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Reverence kind of returns the face and says, "Oh, no, I'm sorry."
Poor Noah.
Poor no. All right. You all head off towards the
Bank?
Hey, I guess the bank, maybe. I'm not. There's a bank in town, yeah.
Noah actually.
I want to
just
be able to
wants-
carry my money.
I can hear you, Delta, trying to herd the cats.
See, here's the thing: no one wants to keep all his gold.
Yeah,
I
Dude, that's
mean,
fine. Not the
you
one
don't
who
have
will
to
go
go
in.
And just lay it in his room.
okay. You do that, and you make a huge mess. Because I'm pretty sure you don't. Do you have your own room? I don't remember if you
I'm
said.
pretty sure he took his
Yeah,
own room.
I took
Yeah,
it.
okay. That's fine then. Because I was gonna say, if you don't, you're gonna get yelled at.
Yeah, no, I made sure to take my own room a while back.
Okay. And, with that, let's have a fucking epilogue. So, you all head off to the bank or your room to luxuriously lounge in your money.
Mhm.
And,
I forgot how
We-
much gold did I get?
10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, we
Yes.
all got what we were promised.
So 10,000 gold is how many platinum?
1,000?
Yeah.
1,000.
Okay.
Okay. 1,000 platinum.
Yeah, because Merritt exchanges it to... Yikes! That's still a lot of
I
money.
have a lot of platinum.
Robert's also exchanges hers. How much would that be? She's got. She's got
I
20.
have a lot of platinum.
Basically, you just cut off a zero.
Yeah.
So 2,200 platinum.
Yep.
Mhm.
Nice.
I
Alright.
have 1,297 platinum.
I have 1,400. Oh, I hate myself. I've never used 100 before like that. I always say 1,400.
You
Okay.
fucked up.
Blasphemy against myself. Who am I? Okay.
So, you all complete your monies, and the camera, the quote unquote camera, the scene changes to Monalta, and it's
Shit, there's another fucking train!
high train,
Train.
a perfect timing.
My train is so quiet compared to your train because my fucking train is so far away.
My train is like 10 feet away from me.
Your hair just in the wind.
Yes, it's in my house.
Mine's just a ghost train that's in the distance. It goes
You-
over a quarry.
We see Minolta and the ruins of the city essentially, and the most noticeable thing is where the castle once stood. There is just a giant, perfectly round hole in the ground, and no sight of the castle or any debris anywhere. The remaining city surrounding it is rebuilding. It's taking a while, obviously. There is a lot of activity, though, and a lot of people sort of banding together and doing it, building the city again. Sonaris itself is still sunken for the most part. However, a lot of the debris of the town itself has been pulled from the lake and is sort of... There's a hobbled together community of a town outside of Minolta at this point. And deep beneath the lake, the crystals that were holding up the town itself are gray and dull still, and for a second, they flicker with light again. And then we see the store owner just outside of Marnshaw, who hired you for the goblin problem, finally fixed his store. Everything is back in its place. All of the windows fixed, boarded
Don't
up.
hurt him.
Everything
Don't hurt
has
him.
been fixed.
What are you about to do, man?
Leave him alone.
And
He's just a boy!
he looks out his window, closing up his shop for the day, at an unfortunately large pile of goblin carcasses that are still kind of just sitting there and rotting, and he doesn't know what to do with them, and he looks upset, and he just turns away and turns the lights off. And then we see a familiar bard and his paladin friend sitting around a campfire discussing something amongst themselves, and it's dark and they're in the middle of the woods, and it's pleasant. And we see Trixie Maeve. We see Trixie Maeve and
Do we have to see her?
we do have to see Trixie Maeve.
That bitch.
Uh, we see Trixie Maeve and two guards of sorts, two people in complete armor, even helms drawn, at the entrance of the cave. And at this point, it's entirely sealed off, not with a barrier, but with rock. It looks almost as if the cave entrance was never there, and they sort of talk amongst themselves for a few moments before these beasts descend from the sky. They almost look like dragons, but much, much smaller, and they all hop on one each and fly off.
Oh damn it! I thought they were about to get fucked.
Wyverns. Okay.
And finally, we see at the bottom of the ocean, left of its own devices to rot, slow Remy's remain silently in a cave. The only sound, the water hitting the shore quietly.
My favorite imagery for him is that, like, one day he becomes a skeleton, and one day more adventurers find that cave, and he is that warning skeleton. You know? That one. Just hanging out.
You know, that one.
He's a pretty
That-
fucked
that
up
one.
skeleton. He's got like half a head missing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Adventurers beware.
Yeah.
Adventurers beware. You're
Watch
in
out,
for a
man.
scare.
And with that, we're done.
Dungeons and Dragons is over.
That's it.
Dungeons
The
and
end.
Dragons is over. I hope you've enjoyed this story that has ended officially.
Tell me.
All this loose ends wrapped up.
Done. There's no loose ends.
Kaylin goes to kill her father.
You're right, there's no loose ends. Loose hasn't done anything.
Loose hasn't ended.
I don't know what you expected.
I'm glad I wasn't
was-
the only one thinking that though.
I'm the person who's so excited to finally have merit badge as a pun. Don't look at me like this.
You paint some really good word pictures, Delta.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I like the camera pan out of just like our choices. We feel it weigh upon us.
Boy
It's really
howdy.
good.
Like, the Walking Dead theme starts playing, and you're like, no.
We've done it.
I
You've
love it.
beaten my puzzle of this
But
arc.
Next
Matt,
episode
no.
on The
Oh my
Walking
God.
Dead.
Oh, Matt knew.
Matt knows all.
He did.
Yeah.
And he probably could have seen Merritt's brand, but I don't know if that would mean anything to him, and I can't ask, and I won't.
Knew about what? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, backstory stuff, huh?
Hey, backstory stuff, huh?
Hey,
Hey, do you guys like hearing Reverence's tragic backstory from her own
Yes.
lips?
Kaylin doesn't have a tragic backstory. I wish she do. She's dancing the samba right now to this fucking music. Elevator music.
so yeah, that was fun. By the way, next session, which isn't next week, it depends if I want to keep the schedule. There's gonna be a time skip. It'll just be a few months.
Yay!
A month and a half, I think.
Dope.
Yay! Kaylin's gonna get longer hair.
So yeah,
time
just
skip.
be
Merritt may or
thinking
may
about
not.
that.
Actually, no, Kaylin will probably get her hair cut shorter.
I'm
Reverence
sure
keeps
Merritt-
flirting with Rizlan, pathetically.
This is too much power, Delta.
I'm
What
so
am I
excited
supposed
about
to do
this
with
time
some
skip.
months? I already had merits passed. What do I do with these months?
It's a month and a half. Just
Okay.
like
Still.
the assumption is you're probably going to be around town still, but yeah, there's room for interaction. And Jess will be joining us.
Yes!
Yes.
I'm very excited.
Come in to scream.
I'm excited to meet your child.
Very excited to know. I want to know more aside from kazoo noise.
11 kazoos on top of each other. That's my character.
Are they a bard?
And a trench coat.
Yes.
Aren't they a bard?
Season 3. French crowd. They are a bard.
Confirmed.
I'm so excited.
So good.
I'm not the only arcane spellcaster anymore. Thank God. I'm still. I would still play Katia if I got Merritt gone though. I don't want him gone. But he's my son. Okay.
I'm gonna end the recording.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.